Hi friends, welcome to Total Education on the digital class platform. Here it is mathematics for class 10th. Myself Mr. H.V. Kevadia, and we are taking today the chapter number 3, coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry, what is it? Let's see. So, describing position of an object on a plane with reference to two perpendicular lines is known as coordinate geometry. You have already seen x-axis and y-axis, right? So, this is on the paper which we do the activity. That means we draw this horizontal and perpendicular lines on the plane paper. This is a plane, nothing else. So, describing the position of any point on the plane, that is coordinate geometry. In this chapter, we take these two perpendicular lines as x-axis and y-axis, which are horizontal and vertical respectively. X-axis is horizontal and y-axis is vertical, right? You are very well aware of this x and y-axis. In honor of French mathematician René Descartes, the system used for describing the position of a point in a plane is known as Cartesian system because he is René Descartes. That is why Cartesian system. This describing of point, position of point is Cartesian system. There are two perpendicular lines on the planes which are x-axis and y-axis. Now, the point of intersection of these two lines is known as origin. Point of intersection is known as origin. X-axis and y-axis divide the plane into four parts which are known as quadrants. What do we call them? Quadrants. Here is the graph. We'll see here. The plane is known as Cartesian plane or the coordinate plane or the xy plane. These are three names of this plane, and each part of this graph, look at the figure. Here vertical line is y-axis and horizontal line is x-axis. On the right side we write x, on the left side we write x dash. On the upward side we write y and downward side we write y dash. And the intersecting point is known as origin. This is origin and its coordinates are 0, 0, right? So starting from the first, this side is first quadrant, this one is second quadrant, this one is third quadrant, and this one is fourth quadrant. Look at this. If we take this point 2 and this point 3, then 2 and 3 both are positive. So plus plus, in this plane the points will be plus and plus. First we take x coordinate and then y coordinate. Okay, always first x coordinate and second y coordinate. Both the coordinates are positive. In second quadrant, look at this. If we take x-axis, then this is negative, and y, this is positive. So it is negative, positive. Third quadrant, here third quadrant, x-axis negative, y-axis negative. So both are negative, minus minus. And in fourth quadrant, x-axis positive, y-axis negative. Therefore plus minus. Understood? First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. This one is origin, this is y-axis, this one is x-axis, and the intersecting point is known as origin. You will be asked some questions in the examination, so you should pay proper attention towards this chapter. Okay, so this is Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane. It is also known as xy plane, or we have here seen coordinate plane, Cartesian plane or xy plane. This plane fully. Okay, this will be look, this chapter is very short and we will explain this chapter in one video only. Here OX and OY form the first quadrant. Points plus plus OX dash ray, this is ray OX dash and OY form the second quadrant. Points negative positive. OX dash and OY dash form the third quadrant. Points negative negative. OX and OY dash form the fourth quadrant. Points positive negative. Okay, remember, when we show points in the bracket, the x coordinate is always shown first, then the y coordinate is shown. Okay, so first x coordinate, second y coordinate in each case. Now the x coordinate is also called abscissa. Remember the name abscissa. And the y coordinate is also called ordinate. Abscissa and ordinate together called coordinate. Okay, abscissa and ordinate together called coordinates. The coordinates of origin are 0, 0, and we can show points on the plane with capital letters A, B, C, etc. We will see here in this exercise. So exercise first, how will you, exercise 3.1, how will you describe the position of a table lamp on your study table to another person? If your table lamp is put on the table, then how will you show? If we want to describe our table lamp on the study table, we will take any one edge of table as a fixed line and measure the distance of the lamp. We can also take any corner of the table as a fixed point. So with respect to the any edge or corner, we can show the position of our table lamp on the table. Okay, now second number, question number 2, street plan. A city has two main roads which cross each other at the center of the city. These two roads are along the north-south direction and east-west direction. Here is the question is very long. All the other streets of the city run parallel to these roads and are 200 meters apart. There are 5 streets in each direction. Using 1 centimeter equals to 200 meters, draw a model of the city on your notebook. Represent the roads and streets by single lines. Okay. There are many cross streets in your model. A particularly cross street is made by 2 streets, one running in the north-south direction and the another in the east-west direction. Each cross street is referred to in the following manner. If the second street running in the north-south direction and fifth in the east-west direction meet at some crossing, then we will call this cross street 2, 5. Using this convention, find how many cross streets can be referred to as 4, 3. How many cross streets can be referred to as 3, 4. Here, now the other roads. First, here the 2 main roads are in the direction of east-west and north-south. They meet at the center of the city, that is the origin is at the center. The roads are 200 meters apart from each other. Taking scale measure, 200 meters equals to 1 centimeter, we can draw 5 lines in each direction from the origin shown in the figure. Here is the figure I have drawn. Street number 4, north-south. Street number 3, east-west, refer to cross streets. And street number 3, north-south. Street number 4, east-west, refer to cross streets. Both refers to cross streets. They meet uniquely at a point on the graph. Look at the graph. Here is the graph, and in each state we can say here is 3/4, Okay, this is 3, sorry, this 3 will be taken here, 3/4, and this is 4/3. This is 4/3. This point should be here. This point should be here because this is 3 and this one is 4. 4/3 and this is 3/4. This is 4/3, this is 3/4. Right? These are 5 straight in each direction. One straight 1, 2, 3, and each has 200 meter apart. Now, exercise 3.2 we are going to take. In exercise 3.2, in some schools, the first exercise is exempted because they do not take the first exercise. The second one, write the answer of each of the following question. Okay, so first question is, what is the name of horizontal and vertical lines drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane? We know that the name of horizontal line is x-axis and the name of the vertical line is y-axis, right? Second question is, what is the name of each part of the plane formed by these two lines? They form 4 parts of the plane, namely first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. 4 parts we have seen. The third question, write the name of the point where these two lines intersect. When x-axis and y-axis intersect at a point, this is called origin, right? The name of the point where these two lines intersect is origin. Now question number 2. Question number 2. See the figure. Please see the figure for your convenience and see the figure in the textbook. Okay. Here, by seeing the figure, you can answer these questions. Coordinates of point B. Coordinates of point B. Point B has -5 and 2. Look at the figure while watching the video. Pause the video for a while. See 5 and -5, right? Coordinates of C. Point identified by the coordinates -3, -5. Then -3, -5, identify point E. Next question, the point identified by the coordinates 2 and -4. 2 and -4, identify point G. Right? The abscissa, I told you abscissa means x coordinate. Abscissa of the point D is 6 and the ordinate means y coordinate. Ordinate of the point H is -3. The coordinates of point L are 0 and 5 and the coordinates of point M are -3 and 0. So this is very easy and this is the end of exercise 3.2. Very easy. It takes only 2 to 5 minutes. 2 to 5 minutes. Now exercise number 3.3, sorry. This is 3.2. 3.3. Now we are going to take. It's also very easy. In which quadrant or on which axis do the points -4, -2, 4, 3, -1, -1, 0, 1, 2 and -3, -5 lie? Verify your answer by locating them on the Cartesian plane. Okay. Now -2, -4, -2, 4. Remember the quadrants. Minus x coordinate negative and y coordinate positive. That is second quadrant. Lies in the second quadrant. Quadrant 2, right? Second quadrant. 3 and -1. 3 means x coordinate positive and y negative. Lies in quadrant 4. Downside of quadrant 1. -1 and 0. -1 and 0. -1 means on the x-axis. on the x-axis. If y coordinate is 0, then the point lies on x-axis. If the x coordinate is 0, that is abscissa is 0, then the point lies on y-axis. Remember, whatever the 0 is, the point lie on the next axis. 1, 2 lies in quadrant 1, -3, -5 lies in quadrant 3. These are the points located on the Cartesian plane. Here I have drawn this -2, 4. This is -2, 4. Okay, 5 points. This is first quadrant, we know 1 and 2. 1 and 2. This is 1 and y coordinates 2. -2 and 4. -1 and 0. This point -1 and 0. This point 3 and -1. 3, x coordinate 3, y coordinate -1. Understand it properly. -3, -5. X coordinate -3, y coordinate -5. And this one is fourth quadrant, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So I have shown here these 4 points, 5 points, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 points. Now another, this one, plot the points xy given in the table on the plane, choosing suitable units of distance on the x-axis. I have chosen this on the x-axis, right? I will show you by doing it smaller one. Okay, now we will see here. I have taken 0.5, -0.5, 1, -1, -1.5. So the scale measure on x-axis and y-axis both are 1 centimeter equals to 0.5. Okay, so look at here. This point is 1, -1, 7, -2, 8, 0, -1.25, 3, -1, 1 and 3. Okay, these are the points on the Cartesian plane. You can locate these points by yourself. So this one is the end of exercise and the chapter. This chapter is very easy, and it takes only few minutes to do, right? So you can do this chapter by yourself and enjoy this chapter for your study. Thank you for watching our video. Thank you very much.